Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for joining. We've got Mare and Sandra and MK and Jill. Great to see you guys. And Kyoko and Wendy. Thanks everyone so much for joining. It has been a week since we did our last yoga, so hopefully maybe last Sunday you were able to still find some time to practice. So today the theme of like the beginning of our class is going to be setting a space for our yoga practice. So I brought a couple things down like from around the house just to kind of give you some ideas. So it's really important to set a yoga space or a yoga tone just so you can really calm the mind. And really it's a reminder to tell yourself that it's time to come to practice. It's time to kind of let work go and let everything go. So a couple of things you could do is if you have incense or a diffuser, that would be great to kind of bring to your yoga space. Feel free to go and grab that now while I'm talking. Some other things are these other incense. You can get like little burning things, lighting some candles, doing it outside in nature. Um, Even burning like Palo Santo or sage that can clear any negative energy out. So if you'd like to do any of those things, I encourage you to kind of get whatever you need around the house, um, just to help create this space to help you relax and come into um, the now and the present moment. So, without further ado, we'll get started. We'll come to a cross-legged position, seated on our mat. If you don't have a mat, no worries. Feel free to grab a towel. We'll roll the shoulders down and back, bringing the palms to face up, accepting any new energy, feeling almost as though there was a string tied to the crown of your head, reaching and pulling and growing your spine. The shoulders are stacked over top of the heart and the hips. The heart is shining proud, really feeling the core engaged here. Coming back to the breath. So breathing in a big deep breath, feel the lungs expand, feel the body lift towards the sky. And as you exhale, feel everything sink, the body rests towards the earth. Inhaling as your body grows up towards the sky and the clouds. And then exhale to sink deeper into your mat, grounding you, calming you. Just noticing the natural rhythm of your breath, noticing maybe where your thoughts are today. Maybe they've drifted to the past or to the future, and just really witnessing the thoughts almost as a third party, not being attached to the thoughts, and coming back to the present moment. Inhaling a big deep breath in, exhale to release. I'd like to open today's class with a little reading. So keeping the breath going, keeping the inhales long and the exhales long. It says, just for now, without asking how, let yourself sink into stillness. Just for now, lay down the weight you so patiently bear upon your shoulders. Feel the earth receive you and the infinite expanse of the sky grow even wider as your awareness reaches up to meet it. Just for now, allow a wave of breath to enliven your experience. Breathe out whatever blocks you from the truth. Just for now, be boundless, free, with awakened energy tingling in your hands and feet. Drink in the possibility of being who and what you really are, so fully alive. Taking a big deep breath in, filling yourself up, and then exhaling to release. We'll come into some seated cat-cow, so flipping the hands down, and as you inhale, drawing the chest forward, arch the shoulders back. As you exhale, round the spine, slight tuck of the chin, really rocking back on the sit bones. Inhale, transfer the weight forward, press the heart forward, and then exhale to round the spine. Continue with this motion. I'll get the music going. As you inhale, you rock forward, really feeling the stretch in the scapulas. As you rock back, feeling the core engage, the body weight shift. Taking one more round and then pausing here with a tall spine. We'll bring the hands behind us, finding a back bend here, bending into the elbows, reaching the heart towards the sky. And then coming back through to center. Inhale, both arms up overhead, twisting over the right shoulder, opposite hand to knee, and then placing the right hand down the low back, twist over the right shoulder. Use that left hand to push against the knee to twist a little deeper. Exhale to come back, swinging the arms up overhead. Pause a breath here as you exhale, lower the hands down. Inhale, deep breath in, arms up overhead. Exhale to twist over the left shoulder, opposite hand to knee, press against the knee, twist over the left shoulder. Exhale to come back through to center. Roll the shoulders down and back. We'll come down onto our sides here. So laying down onto your right side body, we'll come into a little leg exercise series. So both knees are bent at 90 degrees. Inhale the left knee up, and then exhale the left knee down. So just finding your breathing, starting the movement small. As you inhale, you lift the legs up. As you exhale, you lower the leg down. Taking one more here, and then lowering the leg down. We'll stretch the leg out long, the top left leg. As you exhale, we'll draw the knee up towards the chest. As you inhale, stretch the leg long. Exhale to draw the knee up towards the chest. Inhale to stretch the leg long. Taking one more on this side. Exhale, draw the knee to chest, and then inhale, stretch it long, pausing here. We'll lift the leg up an inch and down an inch, just pulsing that upper leg, working our glutes, our core. Pausing for 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll point the toe and trace circles forward with that leg, tracing the circle just as small as a quarter. So really trying to make the movement small, tracing with the big toe, and then the other way. Unwind. We'll pause here with the leg long, pulsing up and down, coming into this movement the same way. We'll come out of it. And then when you're ready, draw the knee to the chest, stretch the leg long. Draw the knee to the chest, stretch the leg long. Exhale in, inhale out. Taking one more here, and then we'll lift the knee up. Both the knees are bent, the knees and the shins are at 90 degrees. And then pausing here. We'll come to the other side now. So rolling onto the left side body. The shins are at 90 degrees. I like to spin this way just so you can see a little better. So the knees are at 90 degrees. We'll inhale to lift the right leg up, and then exhale to lower down. So starting our movement small, really working our glutes and our core to begin this practice. Option to come all the way down if you'd like. Just notice what you're feeling today. We'll do 2 more here. This is 1, this is 2, and then drawing the knee to the chest, stretching the leg long. I might have to just rearrange with the space I'm in. So inhale to draw the knee into the chest, exhale long. Letting the breath help you come to the present moment, letting it be your portal to the here and the now. Taking 2 more here. This is 1 and 2. And keeping the leg out long, we'll find pulses here. So the foot is flexed here, just pulsing up and down an inch. Really trying to train your mind to come to the present moment. So notice where the mind is going. Try to be in the here and the now. Notice where you feel this most. Feeling the earth beneath you, the pace and the rhythm of the breath. We'll point the toe, do forward circles with the leg, tracing small, small circles. Let the diameter be as small as you can make it. 2 more circles in this direction, and then unwind. Opposite way, really squeezing the leg tight. Feel the muscle hug to the bone. Feel the squeeze all up and down the leg, from the hip all the way to the toe. 2 more in this direction. And then flex the foot. We'll pulse up and down, coming in, coming out the same way we came in. And then when you're ready, we will draw the knee to the chest and then stretch the leg long. So here we go. Draw the knee in, stretch the leg long. Really maybe feeling that burn now in the right glute. As we start these movements smaller, we warm the body up in a safe way to prepare for deeper and larger movements. 2 more here. This is 1 and 2. Bringing the knee back to 90, lifting it up and down, up and down. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. One more. Beautiful. We'll find our tabletop position, spread the hands wide, and then we'll come into a child's pose just to give the glutes a stretch. Stretching the arms long, the forehead can come to the mat. Taking a minute in your child's pose to set an intention for your practice. Maybe your intention is the present moment, to continually draw yourself back to the here and now. Maybe your present moment can help you release any guilt. Maybe your intention can be something personal to you happening at this time. Whatever it is, breathe it in through the nose, fill yourself up. Exhale to release your intention. And then we'll come into a tabletop position. Spread the knees hip distance apart, the hands shoulder distance apart. Inhale, lower the belly down, round the heart forward. Exhale, press up through the spine, gaze between the thighs. Inhale, lower down, feeling the stretch in the abdominal region. Exhale, press up, stretch up through the shoulder blades. Inhale to lower down. Exhale to press up. One more time here. Inhale to lower down. Exhale to press up. We'll pause with a neutral back here. Inhaling the right arm long, the left leg back, really squeezing the body here, feeling the stability through the standing limbs. Exhale, elbow to knee across the midline. Inhale, open and reach long and tall. Exhale, crunch. Inhale to open. Exhale to crunch. One more on this side. Inhale to open. Exhale to lower. We'll inhale the left arm and the right leg back, really finding your foundation on this side. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach long and tall. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to open up. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to open. Last one. Exhale to crunch. Inhale, open long. Exhale, lower the hand down, lower the knee down. We'll curl the toes, send the hips high, downward facing dog. Pedal the legs out here. Shake the head, yes, nod the head. We'll inhale the heels up and then exhale, lower the heels towards the right. Feeling a stretch here on the calf muscles. Inhale the heels back up through to center. Exhale, lower the heels towards the left. Inhale the heels up. Exhale the heels down, sinking into your downward facing dog. Step up or walk to the front of your mat, forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up, root to rise. Exhale the hands through to heart center. Take a breath to connect to your intention. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up overhead. Slight back bend here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step back into your high plank position. Option to lower to the knees. Exhale, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Press through tabletop or through downward facing dog. Find your downward facing dog. Step hop or walk to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, root to rise. Sweep the arms up overhead. Slight back bend here. Exhale, hands through heart center. Interlace the fingers, all but the pointer finger. Inhale the arms up overhead. Keep the shoulders and hips squared. Tilt and lean towards the right side. Opening up the left rib cage, the intercostal muscles, the obliques. Sending a deeper breath to the left side. Inhale up through to center. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale up through to center. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step the feet back, high plank position. Option to lower to the knees here or rock forward, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, plant the foot forward, coming into your runner's lunge. Fingers are tented. Find your foundation. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, crescent lunge. Slight back bend here, really feeling the stretch through that left hip flexor. Track the gaze up towards the ceiling. Come back up through center, realign the spine. Exhale the hands through to heart center. Hinge over forward, the front thigh, and then twist, opposite elbow to knee. Inhale back through to center, bring the hands back to the earth, lower the back knee, untuck the toes. We'll inhale the arms up overhead, finding that back bend again, but with the stability of the knee now. Come back through center, palms through, heart center, finding your spinal twist now. Maybe feeling a little bit more stable, that maybe you can twist the spine a little more. Exhale to come back through center, bring the hands down to frame the foot. Lift the back toes, lift the knee, bring the front foot to meet the back foot to meet the front, coming to a forward fold at the front of your mat. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, root to rise. Sweep the arms up overhead, slight back bend here. Exhale the hands through to heart center. Interlace the fingers again, everything except the pointer finger connected. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale towards the left. Hips and shoulders stay in line. Inhale up through to center. Exhale opposite way. Inhale back up through center. Part the hands, swan dive forward. Exhale. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step back into your high plank position. Find your flow here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg high, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, plant the foot, front of the mat. Runner's lunge, tent the fingertips here. Find that foundation, feel rooted to the earth here. Use your core to inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. High on that back heel, bending into the front knee 90 degrees. Slight back bend here. Track the gaze up the wall towards the ceiling. Feel the stretch in that right hip flexor. Feel the C shape with the spine. Come back up through the center. Stack the vertebrae on top of one another. Exhale the hands above the head, lower to heart center. Lift up and out of the hips, forward to rotate over that left knee. Press the hands against one another to rotate the spine towards the left. And then coming back through to center, we'll lower the hands down, lower the back knee, untuck the toes. This time, inhale the arms up overhead, but with the knee and the shin and the foot as stability, maybe your back bend can be a little bit more extreme. Maybe you can sink deeper into the hips. Exhale, the hands together, coming back through heart center, and then hinge forward, finding your spinal twist. Exhale to come through heart center, lower the hands down. Curl the toes, lift the back knee, maybe a slight rock forward to bring the back foot towards the front, coming into your forward fold. Bring the hands behind the back, interlace the hands, and then slowly let the hands fall towards the head, finding your forward fold. Exhale, slowly lower the hands back towards the low back. Release the hands down. Inhaling one vertebrae at a time, slowly stacking. See how slow you can go. You're in no rush at all. And then when you get to the top, you can maybe feel that your shoulders aren't in place. So see if you can roll them back. That helps to lift the heart. Bring the palms forward. Rock forward and back on the feet. Feel rooted through the feet, grounded here. Tadasana, mountain pose. We'll bring the hands to the hips, step the right foot back in your warrior two lunge. So the back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. The hands can be on the hips and really rotate the hips so they're facing the wall or the side where you're practicing. We'll bring the hands to reverse prayer pose. Option to do prayer pose at the heart center or trying to opt for prayer position behind the back. This will help lift the heart, open the throat and heart chakra. Still bend into that front knee. Exhale the hands to the hips. We'll straighten the front leg, finding Trikonasana or triangle pose. Inhale the arms long in a T position. Send the right hip towards the back wall. Send the upper body up and over. Flip the palms and then slowly lower the hands down, bringing the back of the hand against the shin. Rotate the heart, lifting that right arm up towards the sky. Option to opt for a different triangle today. So lowering that hand around the low back and finding a bind with the thigh. So we'll see if I can show you here. The hand comes behind the low back, binding to the thigh here. And then this hand comes down. So really working on revolving the heart and opening the shoulder. Releasing that bind so the arm comes back up towards the sky. Bend into the front knee, finding your traditional warrior two. Gaze over the left middle finger. Flip the palms, hinge forward, paint the sky, coming into exalted warrior, bending and arching, opening the opposite side body. Inhale back through warrior two. We'll exhale the hands to the hips, pivot both feet, and then use momentum to step forward. Rocking forward and back. We'll take 3 big deep breaths using the hands. So inhale the arms up overhead. Bring the hands through to heart center. Exhale, pressing Anjali Mudra or prayer position down. All the way down, bend the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up forward towards the sky. Bringing the hands through heart center. Exhale, prayer position down the body. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, flip the palms up. Exhale, down. Our last breath here, biggest breath yet. Inhale, flip up. And then exhale, pause with the palms at heart center. Connecting to your intention again to the present moment. Noticing your surroundings, the room you're in, the space you're in. Clearing any mental thought or patterns to come to the here and the now. Exhale the hands to the hips. We'll step the left foot back now in your warrior two. So the back foot is parallel to the back of the mat. The front knee is bent, facing forward. Bring the hands to the hips here, really to help palpate the hip bones to face the wall that you're on. Bringing the hands to heart center, opting for reverse prayer position. So it helps me if you bring first the pads of the fingers together, then rotate the shoulders where you can. See if you can slide the hands up towards the top of the back to bring the hands together. You can feel the heart is proud, the shoulders are rolled back. Can you sink deeper into that front knee? We'll exhale the hands out into warrior two, arms straighten the front leg. Kick the left hip back. Reach up and over with the upper body. Flip the palms, rotate down, finding Trikonasana or triangle pose. This time, finding your bind on the opposite side. So bringing that hand to the low back. Maybe this is where you stay. Or maybe you try and hook the hand on the thigh. So really wiggling the fingers where you can to help open the shoulder. Gaze can be up at the ceiling. Feeling the stretch in the left oblique, the shoulder, the heart. This pose balances the body both physically and energetically. Exhale to release the bind. Inhale the arm up through to the sky. Bend into the knee. Come back into warrior two. Arms in that T position. Flip the palms. Hinge forward. Paint the sky. Come into exalted warrior. Inhale back through warrior two. Exhale the hands to the hips, pivot the back foot, and then step forward into your Tadasana. Bend the knees, inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, slight back bend, exhale, forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step the feet back, coming into your high plank position. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, find your child's pose, big toes together, let the head sink. When you're ready, coming back to your tabletop position, so bringing the hands shoulder distance apart, the knees hip distance apart. We're going to do something a little different here. So we're coming from a tabletop position. We'll be going into a side plank and then a reverse tabletop position and a reverse plank. Just follow my lead. The goal here is to come full circle and then back full circle and just notice the energetic shift in the body. We will start with a high plank. So stretch the legs long, coming into your high plank position. So the toes are gripping the earth, the hands are shoulder distance apart. We'll bring the left hand underneath the face, rolling onto the right side body, coming into your side plank, reaching the right arm up to the sky. We'll exhale the hand to the hip, lower to the knees. So finding your side plank on the right side. Finding our reverse tabletop, we'll bring the right hand down, coming onto the tops of the feet, so you may need to readjust the hands here. Lift the pelvis up, roll the shoulders back, pressing through the hands, through the feet. Lift the right leg long, feel the core engaged here. Exhale, lower that leg down. Inhale to lift the left leg up. Exhale to lower it down. We'll stretch the legs long so the heels dig into the earth. Reverse plank pose. Coming back to tabletop, we'll roll onto our right side body. So finding side plank here, readjusting where you need to. Hand can come onto the hips. And then stretching the legs long, finding your side plank here, reaching the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale to lower that hand down. Finding your way to your high plank, and then exhale, pressing to downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward, lower the knees. Finding tabletop. We'll do the same thing this time, but rotating the opposite way. So this time we turn to the right, now we'll turn to the left. Finding your tabletop position, your foundation. Again, modifying this wherever you need. It's your own practice, so doing whatever makes sense to you. We'll stretch the legs long. Find your high plank position. Bring the right hand beneath the face now this time. Roll into the sides of the feet. Inhale, sweep that left arm up towards the sky. Side plank. Lower the knees. Find your side plank now, modified with the knees lowered, hand to the hip. Now find your reverse tabletop. Bring both soles of the feet to the earth, the fingertips face forward, roll the shoulders down and back, press the hips towards the sky. Lift the left leg up so the shin is parallel to the earth, lower the leg. Lift the right leg up, lower the leg, and now stretch both legs long, heels into the earth, reverse plank. Come back to your tabletop and then find your way to your modified side plank on the right side. Knees are long, right hand on the hip. Stretch the legs long, finding your side plank here, right arm comes up. Exhale, finding your high plank position, back to exactly where you started. Send the hips high, downward facing dog. And then coming to your child's pose. Knees wide, lower the belly, lower the heart. Just noticing maybe an energetic shift in the body as you have come full circle and then reversed and come back full circle. So just noticing if there's a feeling of balance, maybe heat. When you're ready, coming to tabletop and then pressing into downward facing dog. We'll send the hands back to meet the feet, coming into a forward fold at the back of our mat. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees, root to rise, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale the hands through to heart center. Pausing a moment here, connecting with your intention, breathing into your body, feeling the inner self. We'll exhale the hands to the hips, finding your foundation with your feet here. We'll inhale the right knee up to 90 degrees. So maybe this is where you are today. Or bringing the opposite hand to the knee, holding almost the knee up with the hand, and then bringing the right arm out long. I'll have to come a little forward and hitting the wall. So bringing that opposite hand to the knee and then stretching the right arm out behind you. Option to keep the gaze forward or to slowly trace the head back over the shoulder towards the hand. Notice the core involved here. The gaze moving does make this pose a little bit more challenging. And then coming back through to center, bringing both hands to the hips, lower the leg down. Finding this now on the opposite side, so bend, bringing the weight into the standing leg, the right leg, a slight micro bend in the knee. Inhale the left knee up to 90 degrees, bringing opposite hand to knee, and then when you feel that your foundation is strong, you can slowly stretch the arm back, and then slowly, ever so slowly, tracing the gaze towards that backhand. And then coming back through to center, the hands can come on the hips and then lower the leg down. We'll bend into the knees a little bit here. And then inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale to swan dive forward, finding your way into your high plank position, and then lower the knees, and we'll lower all the way down. So these next series are called the frog series. So we're gonna bring our forearms to the mat and then bend our right knee. So almost if you were hugging the earth, the knee is bent, the shin is bent, the foot can be flexed. So this is called half frog. We're gonna move through 3 different poses to get us into our full frog. So for some people, this can be passive. The knee can just rest there. It can feel nice, almost as if you're hugging the earth. But for others who want to deepen the stretch, really feel almost as if you're pushing your pelvis into the earth to help open and stretch the inner thigh muscles. So it can help to lower the head down and really just work on feeling the pelvis press forward to stretch the inner thigh. It's a very gentle stretch to begin with. For some, it might feel a little bit more intense. And then we'll switch legs. So straightening that right leg long. Now bend the left knee to hug the earth almost. So the knee is at a 90-degree angle with the shin. The foot is flexed. So really easing the body slowly to be ready to enter frog. And then when you're ready, we're now going to lengthen both legs. So bring that left leg back. We'll bring both knees out wide and bring the soles of the feet to touch. So it's almost like butterfly pose, but reverse. So it's Supta Baddha Konasana, the butterfly pose where the legs are slayed open, but it's just opposite. So now we're on our stomachs. So the feet, if you can see, are pressed together. The knees are out wide. The feet may be lifted off of the earth. Just noticing where you feel this most. See if you can relax into this pose. For some, you might feel it now on the outer thigh or the glutes. Okay, releasing that. So both shins now are parallel to one another. Now we'll find our frog pose. So pressing up now. So the shoulders are stacked over top of the hips. For some, I'm on carpet, so I'm fine to stay in this direction. But for others, maybe on hardwood floor, you might want to roll the mats so the knees can have a little bit more added protection. You're going to draw the knees so they're out to either side of the room and the shins are parallel. So you're really looking like a frog jumping, the legs are bent. So from here, you might just want to stay with the hands long and tall, or you might want to slowly lower down onto the forearms, maybe even lowering all the way down onto the belly. But just noticing that those poses before helped loosen the body and warm those certain parts of the body we're stretching to be able to come into this pose maybe a little bit more successfully. I'm just noticing if you've paused at a point where maybe you're not feeling the stretch anymore. You're maybe being stagnant with the pose. See now if you can adjust to deepen the pose. If you can go towards your edge to help keep an opening and a spacious area for the body to give and let go into. And then when you're ready, we'll walk the hands back up. We'll draw the knees together if you can. So closing the knees, and then we'll come into a closed-legged child's pose. So you can keep the arms in front, or you can bring the arms behind you, just really finding balance to the pose. When you're ready, we'll come up, swing the legs out in front of us, and then come down onto our backs. So stretching the legs long, lowering all the way down onto the back. We'll bring the right knee into the chest, interlacing the hands around the shin, coming into winter-leaving pose. And then trace the knee across the body, finding a spinal twist. Gaze can be over the right shoulder. Inhale to come back up through center, and then stretch the right leg long. Inhale the left knee up, coming into winter-leaving, interlacing the hands around the shin. Take the knee, trace it across the body, stretch the left arm long, gaze over the left shoulder. Inhale to come back through to center. Exhale to stretch the leg long. We'll reach the arms up overhead, really feeling a stretch through the body, long and tall. And then exhale to release, let the body feel heavy. Maybe leaving the arms limp overhead, or maybe bringing them down alongside the body. Maybe staying here a little bit longer, or if you're ready, rolling onto your right side body. And then when you're ready, coming to a seated position, crossing the legs here, rolling the shoulders down and back, rocking side to side, finding your sit bones, keeping the eyes closed if you feel comfortable with this. Feeling your breath, the rise and the fall. And just noticing how you feel after your practice. Maybe there is a deeper sense of stillness. Maybe the mind has become quiet. Just noticing with no judgment, letting the breath come in and letting the breath flow out. I'd like to close today's practice with a quote. Maybe bringing the hands to heart center if this feels comfortable to you. It says, sometimes our lives have to be completely shaken up, changed, and rearranged to relocate us to the place we are meant to be. Thank you everyone so much for joining today's yoga practice. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you everyone so much. The next class is Sunday at 12, so hopefully you can come. And it was so nice to see everyone again. So thank you so much. And hopefully we will see you next class. That would be great. Thank you, Rachel. Great practice. Awesome job. Nice to see you again. And thanks, Natasha. Awesome to see you. I'm Akita. Nice to meet you. Great practice. Awesome job. And thanks, Mare. So hopefully everyone can come on Sunday at 12. And maybe next time you can set up a space, maybe like candles, plants, if you like crystals or anything like that, maybe a rock from outside, just to help kind of bring you into your yoga space. And maybe you'll notice that will help your practice, or maybe you don't notice anything, but it's just something that might be fun to add. So thank you everyone so much. MK and Jill, great practice. Kyoko and Rosemary, awesome job everyone. Thank you.